The Walking Dead, TWD, is one of those franchises that simply doesn't want to throw in the towel. Well, just not yet. This popular zombie-infested series is based on comic books by Robert Kirkman, and what we thought would have ended in 2022 with a hell of a lot of questions hovering over our heads. However, like always, it decides to find new and interesting ways to simply bounce back. I mean, come on, who would have thought that Negan was going to shake hands with Maggie and Daryl was somehow going to make his way to France and team up with the badass nuns? Now, we finally got our eyes on something that's even better and bloodier. TWD, The One Who Lives. This isn't just any spin-off, this is the one that's bringing back Rick Grimes, the cowboy who started it all. As we know it, this new season is going to be a lot about Rick and Michonne, and with the first episode dropped, we are losing our minds. Let's go ahead and explore the plot installment of the new Walking Dead. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Rick's return. The very first episode begins by clarifying that Rick didn't die in the bridge explosion like everyone in the show assumed. However, he was kind of abducted by the CRM in a helicopter with the help of an old enemy, Anne. Now, I don't know why it was clarified, but the audience clearly knows this. Further, Rick narrates all about what he has been up to for the past 5 years. Yeah, that's how long it's been since the bridge full of zombies went kaboom. It is soon revealed that everything we heard was from a letter he wrote to Michonne, and further explains everything he did to survive and stay alive, just to see her. Rick is seen in an empty room with all hopes lost and his eyes filled with sadness and no will to live. Looks like he's been through a lot of failures in the past 5 years, or is it about something else? Rick could use a hand. We are taken back in a flashback to Rick's initial days with the CRM. He is seen in the woods at night along with other workers. They are on another mission to clean the infested area by killing the walkers. These missions are the only way to gain a respectful position as a citizen at the CRM, and everyone is working hard. However, Rick is the only one with a tether attached to him and a CRM soldier. The soldier makes sure Rick isn't too far from them and pulls him back every now and then. Now, Rick being Rick, he hatches a new plan and does the unthinkable. He chops off the hand that was attached to the soldier. Boy, that was one hell of an escape plan. It's very difficult to escape the fact that our always organized and rational hero could make such a permanent decision in the blink of an eye. Now, let me remind you, this is just the first 5 minutes of the episode, and this simply shows us what more is in store this season. Yes, the decision was impulsive, but it also highlights how desperate Rick is to escape the CRM.
You mean something else?
I'm not from around here. I'm lost and I'm late for work.
Meeting at the bench, Rick and Michonne. In my opinion, what's more interesting was the decision to show dreamlike moments of Rick and Michonne every now and then, making the whole vibe of the episode very rom-com-ish. However, I must admit that this is a smart and smooth way of prepping the audience for the upcoming reunion, and also shows how much our hero wants to be with his beloved. It's basically Rick's dream, where the world isn't devastated by the walkers. Rick meets a stranger on a park bench and asks for directions. The stranger happens to be Michonne. It serves as a metaphor for Rick's lost hope, and his only motivation to live is Michonne.
After 6 years of it to get into the city, away from the army.
CRM and its shady business. According to Rick's narration, he woke up in an army medical facility. He is talking about an army whose job is to protect an entire city, which has a large uninfected population. This army functions on one rule: security and secrecy above all. It may sound brutal, but it looks like it worked for them. People rescued by the CRM work as new consignees. Their job is to kill walkers in the bordering areas of the city for energy production and managing waste. They have have to work for as long as 6 years before they can be inducted into the city as regular citizens. It was revealed that Rick had made multiple attempts to escape and failed, and one of the commanders, Donald, wants Rick to surrender his escape plans and join the army. After a long time, Rick agrees to join, only to execute his escape plan in the future. He is surprised to see that another consignee, Thorn, has joined the training program. Donald soon reveals to the two that there is more to what meets the eye. He tells them that they are what the CRM refers to as the A's. It simply means that they are the ones who aren't afraid to take on the highest authority to curb the injustice around them. To me, it sounds like A stands for Alphas. Donald tells them his plans for a coup to make things right at the CRM. Secrets, secrets, and more secrets. This episode shows us a logo with 3 circles, which basically means the alliance of the Central Republic, Omaha, and Portland. Clearly, the other two have no clue about CRM's reality. Meanwhile, Rick tries another escape with the help of a friend who is a high ranker with the city's water management department. It means he knows a lot of tunnels and potholes. While attempting to escape, Rick ends up face to face with Donald, and as we've seen before, such situations bring out a beast in him. After a long standoff, the two calm down with revelations about bombing the other cities and how Donald knows all about Michonne and Judith. Later that evening, the news on the TV talks about Omaha being obliterated due to bombings and that CRM is now only an alliance of 2 cities. Soon, Rick and Donald co-pilot a helicopter while Rick shares a story about his dad's sacrifice. Their moment is disturbed when the helicopter is shot down. Donald is fatally injured, leading to him going boom due to too much pressure. However, Rick survives the crash but faces danger as he is surrounded by explosions. To his surprise, someone appears holding him at katana point. Yup, it's Michonne. She's wearing the same armor as seen in the series finale. The intense moment boils down to a revelation as Rick and Michonne lock eyes. Both joy and disbelief wash over them, leaving viewers intrigued and eager for the next episode. The reunion adds a layer of suspense, hinting at the complex dynamics and challenges ahead for the characters. Their emotions mixed with happiness and disbelief made us curious for the next episode. What can we expect from episode 2? The trailer for episode 2 of TWD, The Ones Who Live, give a peek into Michonne's mission to find Rick at all costs. Episode 1 highlighted Rick's escape attempts from the CRM over nearly a decade. It ends with Michonne being shown as one of the attackers during a helicopter attack. The new trailer points to Michonne's time without Rick in Alexandria with the belief that Rick died in the bridge explosion. In season 10, we witness Michonne's discovery of a boat containing Rick's possessions along with a carving of her and Judith on a phone. If you remember, this is what led to Michonne beginning her search for Rick. Michonne meets a big group of survivors and the episode tells us how she traveled alone after Rick's helicopter ride. Oh, and it could also show how she joined forces with characters like Nat. The mystery surrounding Michonne's travels makes us super curious, especially considering her newfound buddies. And after finding Rick in the first episode itself, Michonne's story is now going towards her own point of view, something that we've been wanting to know. 1 episode down and 5 more to go. Michonne's journey holds more surprises and other stories in The Ones Who Live are going to keep us engaged with more excitement than ever. Marvelous verdict. In The Ones Who Live, we see that CRM is not as noble as it seems. They've shot down and exterminated many communities, even their own people in Omaha. This shows how far they go to avoid any future issues. This dark revelation makes Rick's desire to escape in his Walking Dead spin-off very convincing. However, the CRM is so big that even the toughest rebels like the A's find it hard to go against them. Further, Rick's constant struggle to break free totally makes sense, especially knowing he could face danger if the CRM discovers he is an A. This danger gives Rick all the reason to work hard and find a way out of the CRM. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of the brand new The Ones Who Live. We'll be back with more such episodes of The Walking Dead, along with some craziest predictions for the future of the show. Make sure to tune back in. Until next time, and if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.